There are over 250,000 Catholics in the 7-county diocese of Syracuse. And in this year of mercy, we are all called to be merciful.
Mercy, what is mercy? Mercy is kindness. Mercy is going beyond something that's maybe just, and just being merciful, being kind, being understanding. How many times a day can we do that, and how many different ways? I think there's millions of ways, literally every day.
We're all people for others, and the corporal and spiritual works of mercy help us to witness that in our lives. So it's not just what we know, but it's who we are and it's what we do.
You will see acts of mercy in this video from people as young as 3 and as experienced as 94. Let's start in our schools.
Well, our school is involved in the Year of Mercy in a very tangible way with our Journey the Extra Mile program.
The Extra Mile essentially asks us this one question: what can I do to extend the footprint of my faith, both literally and figuratively, into the world? A little bit more than what I'm doing now.
Students at St. Margaret's in Mattydale worked in collaboration with Bishop Grimes High School students to purchase personal care items for those in need. To symbolize the connection between the schools, students came together to form a chain to move the donations from the bus to the altar. The donations will be distributed through St. Margaret's Food Pantry. We asked students why it was important to help others.
Because, well, that's what God wants, and if you're helping them to Him, it's like you're helping Him.
For me, it's about my faith, and it's about just in general being a human being and helping others, reaching out in some way. And in terms of my faith, it's not something that you just live out on Sunday going to Mass. It's something that you need to apply to all aspects of your life, live out day to day throughout the week.
I think that high school students don't realize what a positive influence they can be in the life of younger students. When they do things together, it just kind of builds up both of them.
I believe it taught the children that going the extra mile, doing the extra things, giving up or giving to, is showing that they are respecting those who are in need, that don't have what we have or they have, and teaches them to care about others.
There's nothing that you're going to say that'll be more powerful than what you do.
At Rome Catholic School, students frequently prepare get well cards for people who are ill.
They are so filled with compassion for each other, for people they don't even know.
I'm going to try to make them happy and make them feel good.
It will make them feel better because they know like somebody cares about them.
I'm reading a card for my grandpa. He's really sick and he's been in and out of the hospital a couple times.
I'm thinking about you and I'm gonna make you have a rainbow day.
The kids always like to pray for others and make people feel better. And I think it's good at this age to teach them it's not all about ourselves. It's about other people too.
Well, you want to make sure you make everybody happy, not just yourself.
A special prayer is sent for you that God will make you good as new, get well soon.
We asked one preschooler if she was putting love into her card, and she told us, no, sunshine.
It's a responsibility of all of us. When you have a family member in the hospital, a friend in the hospital, it's important for them to know that you care. And in all of our hospitals and nursing homes throughout the diocese, we have a presence with a priest, a deacon, a lay minister, visiting, consoling, comforting the person who is sick.
Deacon Glenn Napa holds a service every Sunday at Van Dyne Home and is on site several days a week.
It's very important for our residents. All of them have had their own personal faith, their own personal congregations before they made the transition to Van Dyne. So to keep that alive as best we can in this new setting is very important.
It's very important to me because I base my whole week around church.
The most important thing for the residents here is to bring them in Eucharist.
That's something that they treasure, that they look forward to.
I think it's part of that faith and that tradition of every Sunday is service. So I'm looking forward to, and even asking on Saturday. Now tomorrow is church, right?
When you look around, there's a lot of lonely people around here, up and down the various floors. And in many cases, that's the basis of their sickness. They're lonely, and they're reaching out, notice me.
There's nothing like the interaction of one human to another.
Well, everybody has something special they were born with. Everybody has something to give, even if you just speak or smile to somebody. It makes their day.
For people to come and just spend time with them, whether it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes, that's so huge for them. They look so forward to that, just somebody being present to them.
Just understand me where I am. This is not my life. This is not the way I was brought up. But acceptance, too, means so much.
I think it warms their heart to know that someone took the time to come and visit with them and spend some time, whether it was 10 minutes or an hour or a whole day.
They're crying out. You don't hear it, but it's there.
I always remember Bishop Fulton Sheen talking about the hungers of the human family. And some of them are rather real physical hungers. Some are hunger for spiritual things, a hunger for companionship and friendship. I think we have to see what are the hungers that individuals are facing.
Feeding the hungry. Catholic Charities runs food pantries in all 7 counties in the diocese.
We see about 5,000 people a month. Almost half of those are children, and a significant portion are elderly.
We serve quite a few seniors who are deciding whether to heat their homes or buy medicine or buy food. A lot of middle-class people who used to come here to make donations are now coming here to receive the donations.
The food pantry has helped me out a good many times, and this is the way I can help give back to them.
People are coming to us in their most desperate times, and we want to make them feel comfortable here and know that at Catholic Charities, we will help them.
Childhood poverty is a very big issue in Binghamton. 47.2% of kids in the city of Binghamton are living in poverty. And so, if you look at the research, if children are not getting nutritious food when they're younger, their brain is actually not growing at a normal pace. They're not learning in school, and they're getting involved in other things. People come back to me much later who have gone on to school, have gone on to become professionals, who tell me we've saved their lives.
Visiting the imprisoned. Pope Francis has made it a point in his travels to spend some time with prisoners. Through the Brady Faith Center, services are provided to inmates at the Justice Center every day.
Imagine yourself being identified by the worst thing you've ever done. Everyone we encounter is really, that is how they're looked at in a facility like a jail. And so by us going in and humanizing a jail, we let people know that no matter what they've done, they have value as people. And no matter what their situation is, we try to bring them hope.
Well, everybody in life makes mistakes, and some of them are pretty tragic mistakes. And I do think it is true that it's the mistake that people remember often. But we've always said we need to forgive and forget. Maybe we can't forget completely, but we need to forgive, and we need to give people a second chance.
They made me feel like a person, that I counted, and I saw, the commitment through the actions, the follow through.
Jesus was always given second chances, and we want to remind them, God is always ready to give you another chance. God can't wait to do that. And that's what's really important. Be there. Walk that journey with them a little bit.
After I came back to the area, I sought them out to see if there was anything that I could do to give a little bit back.
I think for all of those who feel called to visit the imprisoned, to be kind to them, to share with them a certain amount of life and love, I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody can do it, but certainly everybody can pray for the prisoners.
Jesus came so that we would be welcome and loved and forgiven. So it helps us to reach out beyond our borders, to go the extra mile, and to include people.
This year we're practicing the corporal and the spiritual works of mercy in this special year of mercy declared by Pope Francis. Please help us. We cannot do it without you, and we count on your continued help and assistance. God bless you, and may you know the kindness and the mercy of God, the generosity of God, in new and special ways during this year of mercy.
We are all called to be merciful. Please give generously to this year's Hope Appeal.